Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Fantasy Football, and welcome to my video. In today's video, I am going to be looking at how well my team did for Game Week 6, and then we'll move forward to Game Week 7. So here we go. So let's go through it. As you can see, for Game Week 6, I got 49 points, just a little bit above the average of 48, but I did lose around 30,000 in the ranking, so I'm around still in the 1.7 million. However, looking at live FPL, I'm around 35 points behind top 500k. So that is quite easy to actually get to that point, and not really panicking. It's really early stages. I will look at the overall stuff and the rankings near like at the end of this year. Then we'll see where we're at. For now, we're just gonna try our best to enjoy football, and I'm gonna be honest with you. These games, like on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, especially on different times as well, I am not too sure about this. I know some people absolutely loves it. For me, I would like all my points like being calculated and just done and dusted, all in 1 or 2 days, not like 4 days. I guess someone who creates fantasy football videos on YouTube is not really the best thing for me, but I don't know. You guys let me know what you think. But yeah, looking at like Friday's games, I only had Martinez and only bringing me 3 points. It doesn't feel exciting, I don't know. I think that excitement is actually gone a little bit, but we will see what happens in the future. So let's go through the team. Martinez here in goal, giving me 3 points. Look, Aston Villa losing against Leeds United 3-0 was not what we expected. Not just me. Don't blame me. Not just me. A lot of like experts, like people who plays this game and is always having like top 1,000, top 10,000 finishes. Even like every single person wanted more Aston Villa players, and look what happened. It's so difficult to predict. This is it. Like we can't. It's hard to predict the games, but we still need to try to predict them to try and get in the points, because like Aston Villa has been playing really well, like especially for this goalkeeper or players like Grealish. The whole team has been performing really well, and just I guess on the night, Leeds United just performed even better. Next up, I got Lamptey with only 1 point. Got yellow cards, and I think there was a lot of FPL managers out there wanted him to be substituted off. But yeah, Brighton drawing against West Brom. A lot of people actually bought Brighton players for that game. Robertson. Now I can definitely understand why people wants to get rid of their Liverpool defense. Van Dijk is out. He's out for long term, and I think he is more important to that team than Alisson. I think Van Dijk is just too good, and I don't know what's going to happen in the future for Liverpool. I think I think they will still score a lot of goals. I think they will be all right, but it's just a little. I think they're going to concede. They're still going to concede. I'm just going to hope that, like for my team, Robertson, that does well. Don't forget, there's lots of like Champions League games, Europa League games, so I wouldn't make any kind of transfers, and I would wait until the deadline. So that's what I'm thinking to do. We've got Sainz here with 7 points, and came up with that 67 minutes, banked that clean sheet, and then what was actually conceded against Newcastle. I think this was like in the last minutes. I think it was a free kick. So perfect for me, for Sainz owner. Then we got Barnes and Pereira. Okay, I guess I gotta go and get another bunch of differential players to actually get the returns. And Pereira and Barnes, it's just not performing. I need to move. I need to move these players on immediately, and I am thinking to do that for this game week. If not, has to be for game week 8. Next up, we got Song, 11 points. Got a goal and the maximum bonus points, but this ownership of 55% is not, I guess it is one of these players that you need to bring in to kind of like block you from dropping down the ranks. Next up is Salah with only 4 points. The captain failed. Him and Harry Kane was the main players to go for captain options for game week 6. Didn't pay off for me here. But on another night, I think he could have scored 2 to 3 goals. You know, he had a great chance to score but hit the post. One of them was offside and he had a couple more that he could have done well. Pereira and Barnes, I don't really want to talk about them too much, to be honest with you. I got to get rid. I tried something different. I tried to get different players in my team, you know, but it's just, I think it's that price tag. It's not really easy to kind of find a player that might do really well. So we will see. I might need to like adjust my team a little bit. Now, for my front three, I had Raul Jimenez. And I did say that I need to remove one of like Raul Jimenez, Calvert-Lewin or Ings. I went with Raul Jimenez. He scored. He got like 9 points. But I bought in Harry Kane. Got me 5. So 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 4 points, right, that I lost. However, if you are afraid of a player, you're just going to get that player into your team so you don't feel afraid of playing FPL. That's why I added him into my team. And you know what? If we look at the fixtures, next game is at home against Brighton, then away against West Brom. So really, really good fixtures. And plus, he got an assist. You know, so that was the reason that I bought in Harry Kane, just in case a lot of people was gonna captain him, and I didn't want to lose my rank too much. I guess if I kept Raul Jimenez, I could have gained a little bit of the rankings, but I think it's a good move anyway for the future. And Calvert-Lewin with 1. I'm not gonna remove Calvert-Lewin. You know, he's a one of the highest scoring players in FPL. We've got Ings, fantastic, 2 assists, 10 points there, 2 bonus points, helped out a lot. And if we look at the bench, we've got Mitchell, Souček, benched them perfectly well. And then you find out that James is playing. What the hell was going on? You know what? I don't think I can trust Lampard. I can't trust that guy. James played against Manchester United away and got a clean sheet and 2 bonus points. So maximum 8 points there. That could have definitely helped me out if I knew that he was going to play. Oh, okay. If that's how you're going to play. So yeah, I can't do anything with that. I didn't really expect him to play at all. But anyways, average game week for me. So I got another chance to kind of like break into that 1 million mark and try my best to get into that 500k, and then we'll see where it goes. So yeah, it's going to be either Harry Kane, Song or Salah. So those are my 3 captain choices. I think a lot of people was in this position as well. And having a look around, I need to like forget about Harry Kane and Song and Salah. I've got to look around. I've got to see where I can get the points. So we've got Aston Villa versus Southampton. So I've got Ings and Martinez, right? I'm hoping that there is a return from these 2 players. But I think that it's going to be Ings who's going to bring in the points. James, I might actually start him. I'm going to check the Champions League games. If he's on the bench, then I might actually play him against Burnley. Got Robertson and Sice. 2 good fixtures for both of these players to actually get a clean sheet, get a return. So we will see. I think this back line is good. And we've got Pereira and Barnes, 2 differentials. I'll go through the transfers in a sec. I don't think that I'm going to make a transfer. I'm actually thinking to bank my transfer and attack that game week 8. And you know what? Game week 8 looked really, really good for my team. Got Song and Salah and Kane. We've got Calvert-Lewin against Newcastle here. And we've got Ings. So looking at this team, we got a lot of highly owned players. I've got Song, Salah, Calvert-Lewin and Kane. We've got mid-range like Ings, Robertson, a little bit of size, actually nearly 20% there, right? So that's quite high. So we've got the mid-range players here. Then we got actually Martinez as well. Yeah, 26. Then we got these like lower owned, like 11%. Pereira with 2.7. Barnes with 4.7. You know, I do have a few differentials, but I think I need to change my differential picks. But yeah, As you can see, the substitutes here, Souček will be on the bench. If there is any injuries in my team, I might actually play him. You know, Van Dijk missing, you know, they might, like with set pieces, it might work out really well for West Ham. Mitchell's going to be on my bench. Lamptey's going to be on my bench. So that is pretty much certain on what's going to be happening unless there's some injuries. So, it's not too bad. It's not too bad, but I do need to swap a few differentials around. Cresswell has been performing well. 5 million, I can do a straight swap for James, but not for this game because they are away against Liverpool. But I'm looking at these fixtures. I'm looking at Fulham, Sheffield United, and Aston Villa. These are the fixtures that I'm looking at to attack. Souček is going to definitely help me out, so I don't want any more West Ham players. But if I do bring in a player like Cresswell, a player like Masioku, 4.5 that plays, is definitely going to help me out. And as you can see, I'll have 0.6 in the bank. And I can remove Barnes. And I could go and get the player that I'm not certain to get. But it's going to be Zaha. 7.3. He's on penalties. That definitely helps him to get a lot more points on the board. Against Wolves, I don't really want him for this fixture. But for these fixtures onwards, I do want him in my team. So that's the kind of the thing that I'm looking at. His ownership is going up and up though. So it's not really a massive differential. And I am looking at the Leeds United midfielders. The problem is that I will have to get Bamford in this team, but I think that I have a good strike force. I'm looking at Costa, something that's 5.7, that has a good chance to return. Their penalty taker, that is 5.6. There are a lot of other Leeds United players that could get some returns in the next few fixtures. Even against Arsenal, I think these fixtures are okay, and they're very attacking. So if that's the case, then maybe if I bank my transfer and I'm removing both of these players and then I'm bringing in, I don't know, a Leeds United player, I'll have 7.9 and maybe then I can go and get Zaha. Or I could just go, you know what, let's try something a little bit different and get maybe Havertz or something, or Pulisic. How much is Pulisic? 8.3, only 3.9% owned. That is a different. I'm looking for differentials, guys. And 5.3. Let me just do this for a second. Let's just see if I can actually bring in Pulisic or Havertz. I'm just gonna have a quick look. 4.8. If I'm going to play Souček in the next 3, then I guess I can go and get a really cheap midfielder that plays, but I'm gonna actually bench. Who plays here? Okay, well, there's a problem here. I need to check who plays. Okay, 4.9? Oh, okay. Oh. Alright, we will see. We will see. But those are some of the options. Those are some of the thoughts that I wanted to talk to you guys about. But yeah, that is about it. Right now, I'm not going to make any transfers. I'm going to wait all of the Champions League, Europa League games is finished. See the press conference, hear out any kind of news. And then transfer out any player that is injured for another player. If not, I'm just going to bank my transfer and go with this team again. And it's probably going to be Kane, Song, or Salah as my captain. It's still early stages. We will see. I will create my another fantasy football video on a Thursday. So yeah, that is pretty much it. Thank you so much for joining, guys. Hopefully this video hits 250 likes. That'll be incredible. Thank you so much for the support, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.